Hi everyone, welcome to the Gloucester Township Police Community Resource K-9 media event. My name is Lieutenant Paul Fisher. I'm the Gloucester Township Police Community Relations Bureau Commander. With me here is Mayor David Mayer, Mayor of Gloucester Township, the Chief of Police, Chief David Harkins, Captain Tim Kohlmeyer, Deputy Chief Anthony Manazzi, Community Resource K-9 Handler Major John Hunt, retired New Jersey State Police, Runnymede Chief Bill Sampolsky, and the owner and co-founder and CEO of Community Resource K-9's Ms. Andrea Herring. At this time, I'm honored to turn over the program to Mayor David Mayer.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. You know, Gloucester Township has a long history of developing new and innovative community policing strategies, and today we are announcing another component part of our overall community policing strategy in Gloucester Township with our new Community Resource K-9 program. You know, ever since I became mayor in 2010, I've had the honor of working with former Chief of Police Harry Earl and now current Chief of Police David Harkins, who have been instrumental in promoting and developing these strategies. I want to thank both of them for making sure that our Gloucester Township Police Department is part of the fabric of our community, and that indeed they are. And once again, we're leading the way with the announcement of the new Community Resource K-9 program. And I want to thank John Hunt, Andrea Herring for all their hard work and their dedication in making this a reality, and certainly thank Chief Harkins for his leadership as well. Now, John, I know that you're not the star of the show. These are the stars of the show. I'm sure you're used to that now, but we're looking forward to them being celebrities here in Gloucester Township. The Community Resource K-9 program will deploy specially trained K-9s to foster positive community engagement, with a particular emphasis on supporting those impacted by substance use disorder. This use of animal-assisted intervention will assist with programs that support individuals in recovery and promote healing through compassionate outreach and anxiety reduction. The Community Resource K-9 program also aims to enhance our drug prevention educational programs by working in cooperation with our community education officers at schools within Gloucester Township. The Community Resource K-9s and their handler are also trained and available to support the community and our police officers through animal-assisted crisis response. Again, I thank everyone who has had a part in putting this program, this very unique community-facing program together here in Gloucester Township. And I'll let the Chief kind of go through the details of the program. And so with that, Chief Harkins.
Thank you, Mayor. Sure. Again, I want to thank everybody. Thank you all for being here. A lot of work's put into this. I want to thank Chief Sampolsky for being here. Part of the partnerships that we're talking about, that the mayor mentioned through our schools, through our surrounding agencies, and we have a unique partnership with the Runnymede Police Department, being in on our northern border, and we share. Our students attend through the Black Horse Pike Regional School District. Triton High School. It's in Runnymede, but a great deal of the students go to Gloucester Township, or from Gloucester Township, Runnymede, and the Belmar area, and so we collaborate in that way. And this is just this resource is there for the Triton High School as well as the other high schools in the Black Horse Pike Regional School District, Highland and Timber Creek. And that's why I asked him, and we couldn't do this without Chief Sampolsky's input and his cooperation in the program. So this important announcement today will introduce and we discuss the initiative being undertaken by the Gloucester Township Police Department, our Community Resource K-9 program. As the mayor said, it's a very unique program. We plan to use these Community Resource K-9s as another effective tool to enhance our already robust community relations initiatives, which will foster more trust, build more positive interactions, and create a better bridge between law enforcement and our community members. Again, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the extensive review process that this initiative has undergone over the last 3 years. We've actively engaged when we were trying to develop this program with research with a diverse group of stakeholders, including school administrators, educators, parents, law enforcement officers, and even students. Our objective has been clear: to develop a multifaceted and innovative approach to address pressing issues within our community, such as substance use disorder, which police officers have to deal with on a regular basis, anti-bullying efforts in our schools, suicide prevention, and other related concerns. So through our research, how we got to this point, we came across numerous articles and ways that highlighted the profound impact that K-9s and their handlers trained in animal-assisted interventions had. We all know everyone loves dogs, and so this was a way of bringing this together, moving this program forward. This inspired us to explore the potential of creating targeted programs that leverage these interventions specifically for individuals affected by substance use disorder. Beyond addiction, we also recognize how effective animal-assisted interventions could be within our schools to combat bullying and provide support for individuals who may be struggling with thoughts of self-harm or suicide, as well as overall stress and anxiety reduction. We presented this concept to our mayor, David Mayer, who approved the initiative and came up with the funding source that would not place any financial burden for this program on our residents. Mayor Mayer authorized the use of funding from our National Opioid Settlement Fund, which provides Gloucester Township funding to address opioid use disorder and any co-occurring substance use disorders or mental health conditions through evidence-based or evidence-informed practices or strategies. As we advanced in our planning, we established a promising partnership with Community Resource K-9s, a highly respected, woman-owned organization that has successfully collaborated with first responder agencies across the nation. This organization specializes in training K-9s and their handlers for a variety of missions, ensuring they are all well prepared to meet the unique needs of different communities. Community Resource K-9 employs an evidence-based approach that is sensitive to the distinct challenges and stressors related to our areas of focus, specifically substance use, bullying, and mental health considerations. So by utilizing the foundational principles of animal-assisted interventions, they empower individuals and families impacted by substance use disorders, aiming to foster healing and resilience. Through our collaboration with them and our local school districts, we are excited to announce that the Gloucester Township Police Department has established a dedicated team comprised of a trained K-9 and a handler. This specialized team will be prepared to deliver customized animal-assisted interventions that cater specifically to the needs of our community members. Whether it's offering comfort to students in schools, providing support to individuals in crisis, or facilitating discussions around substance abuse, we are committed to making a positive and lasting impact in our community. Our community response K-9 team will be deployed to community events, will be regularly visiting our schools and our LEAD program, anti-bullying programs, and anxiety reduction and suicide prevention programs. In addition, the team will support our community relations events, Junior Police Academy, our senior citizen programs, and most importantly to us also, our veteran support programs. As an additional benefit to the Gloucester Township Police Department, the Community Resource K-9s will be used for our officer wellness programs and critical incident support for all Gloucester Township police officers and first responders. Together with this partnership, we aim to enhance the well-being of our community and create a supportive environment for everyone. This program is unique. We are not utilizing sworn law enforcement officers to carry out this program. We went to a program that was already established, expertise that was well known to us, and came up with this plan. And this is the result of that plan. We're executing it. It has gone through the trial phase. It has been received better than we could have hoped by our school, administrators, staff, our students, and we're very excited. This is going to take us to the next level of community relations in our community. So without further ado, I want to introduce the primary handler for this program. His name is retired Major John Hunt from the New Jersey State Police. He has 27 years of experience in many branches of the state police. He's a resident of Gloucester Township, and I've been honored to call him a friend for a long time, working as a colleague and then afterwards through personal contacts. And I know the dedication, I know what he has put into this program, and we couldn't be happier to have him come on board to the Gloucester Township Police team. Major?
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I will tell you all that this is truly an honor and privilege. I'm very grateful to the mayor and the chief, to the deputy chiefs, the captains, Captain Kohlmeyer, who's my immediate supervisor, to all those who serve in Gloucester Township Police. I have known them for a number of years. This is an organization, the K-9, the Community Resource K-9, that's been in existence probably since 2014. Originally, we had gone mostly for first responders, starting with Pulse nightclub. We've been to Uvalde, we've been to Nashville, we've been to a number of active shooter events across the country. There became a focus on the substance use disorder because of the impact it has on our nation. A lot of people don't realize over 43 million people in America alone are impacted by the disease. And again, that became prevalent, especially when we were discussing some of these things with the chief. What I'm most proud of now serving with the Gloucester Township and being part of that family, I know the emphasis the chief and his staff puts on all their police officers, understanding, educating the police officers so they understand the challenges that are going on with that disease, helping them to advocate for others, helping them to support those impacted by the disease. And that truly has been our main focus, and we have had a great deal of success. We are brought in during different counseling sessions, and you'll ask why K-9s? That should be the prevalent question you'll ask me now and perhaps later. Why K-9s? Because K-9s break down barriers. K-9s don't ask the foolish question. They are there for you. It doesn't matter what race, what religion, doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. They are there to serve you and serve the members of the community. And that was something that was emphasized both by the mayor and the chief. This is something for the entire community, how we can serve everyone. So certainly that's where our focus was. Going into the schools, we started seeing the impact of suicide, unfortunately. And again, so we now talk about choosing to serve and live. And that's how we go in with our program. We'll interact with some of the folks who are perhaps challenged. We use our K-9s to break down those barriers and have them decompress so we can work with the therapists and some of the counselors who are involved with interacting with some of those challenged by the different challenges you may have. As was mentioned, certainly by the chief, and the mayor presents it all the time, our veterans. A lot of people don't realize there's over 2,500 veterans in Gloucester Township alone. And we do a lot to interact with them. We'll be having coffee with them the 29th of April, talking to them about the services we have for them as well. So it's a prevalent program that has certainly been in existence. We've been trialing it for a while. As the chief says, we've had great success. Chief, I'm glad you're here from Runnymede, because Triton with Miss Shepherd, she's already clamoring to have us back because, again, the young adults, they appreciate us being there. And they actually look to, and I have no problem with being the dumb end of the leash, They look forward to those different sessions when the K-9s will return to the schools so they have time to interact with them. So again, I'm grateful for the opportunity. It's a privilege for with Andrea Herring, who's the president of this company. It's a privilege for us to be selected after we went through a very in-depth process to be part of this process, to be part of Gloucester Township, and to serve everyone in the community of Gloucester Township. So thank you again. As was mentioned earlier, we certainly will go out. We'll show you what the dogs do. What they're doing right now, they are trained to do. When they are not supposed to be interacting in any way, they are supposed to lay down and be quiet. Now, they're far more than therapy dogs. They go through far more training, as do every one of the handlers. We all have to be suicide prevention instructors. We all have to have anti-bullying through the state of New Jersey. We all have to have certification from the University of Purdue in regards to substance use disorder and helping those challenged by the disease. So that's just some of the things we do. If we go outside and you'll see us interact, you're going to see the dogs post. The dogs are taught to actually turn around, pivot, and sit on people's feet so that they actually, it's deep pressure therapy, they take away the bad feelings they may have, the cortisol. And then our barrier breakdown, you'll see them actually engage themselves so they're in front. So if we're going to engage them, if you're going to talk to somebody out there, the dog's going to serve as a barrier to protect those individuals, let alone the tactile distraction. If we're with someone who's challenged in any way, we call it petting. In our world, because we train service animals, that's called tactile distraction. That is actually helping you to decompress and go through and de-stress. So that's some of the things you'll see today. If you should go outside for any of those things that we're going to show you. But again, I can't emphasize enough the great emphasis the chief has put on all his personnel to help those with substance use disorder, and we can only hope to be another resource for everyone who's impacted by that. So again, I thank you. I'm very grateful, Mayor and Chief, and all those who are here, especially all the other individuals who serve the community of Gloucester Township with the Gloucester Township Police Department. So thank you.